Right. This is a very short stream. It's not going to be a very long stream. Mainly because I'm doing a quick dusting lesson. Someone in the community has asked if I could do a dust lesson on just basically instruction on how does dusting work, how does the dust system work, how do you get things. And the other thing I'm doing is I am testing streaming over Wi-Fi. This may or may not be a very good idea, but I'm testing it and I'm going to see how it's working. I'm going to come back to the stream. Don't worry. This doesn't seem seems okay, but we'll see. Yeah. So this is just a very quick lesson just to see explain how the dusting thing works, because I'm going to be making a particular deck. I'm going to be making Odd Warrior, Odd Control, as I need to craft quite a lot of cards for it. This would make the perfect opportunity to explain how the dust mechanic works. So, for example, I know some of the cards I need to craft are things like brawls. So if you need a card that you know you need to craft, so you found a deck list somewhere and you look through for the deck list, so say for example, let me snip this. Save the deck list. Odd Warrior. If I go to OBS, add in image, Odd Warrior. So here we go. Pictures. Odd Warrior. Here we go. So this is Odd Warrior. This is the deck I'm going to be making. So what happens is basically you look through this deck and you're like, oh, okay, this is really cool. I like this deck. It looks really good. I've seen it on stream, or I've seen someone play it. I've had a look at it and like, oh, that looks really cool. Really like that. Awesome. Oh, I'm missing some of the cards from it. Like, I'm looking at this deck and I'm like, oh, I'm missing some of the cards from it. I don't have like this one here in the middle. I don't have a Brawl. Oh, that's really annoying. Okay, then. So I'll go back into Hearthstone and be like, right, I need Brawl. So let's go into along the top these, Hunter, Mage, Paladin. Oh look, here's Warrior. So we have Warrior cards. I know Brawl is a 5-mana card, so I'll put in 5 mana down there. Brawl's not there. How do I get Brawl? You go to, well, what you do is you click down here on the crafting section, and it shows up all the cards that you do not have. So obviously these are the cards I do have, these are the cards I don't. Oh look, and here is Brawl. And what you do is you click on it and it comes up like this, and here you have a chance to create it. And to create it you need a certain amount of dust. So for this one you need 400 dust, because it will take off 400. Here is your total. I have 4,860. So when I create it, my total dust will drop down, and this means that I will have created the card, and it does a little zap. Now you can have a very small window for buyer's remorse. If say, oh, I clicked craft and I didn't mean to craft it, you can quickly click undo and it goes back again. Okay, but once I click off this screen, that will disappear. And see the plus 100, you'll see, I'll show you what that means in a minute. So I do want to craft a Brawl because I need it for the deck. So I click create, craft the Ball. I do not want to do it. I don't have buyer's remorse. It's fine. So I'm going to click off it. And I now have the Ball. See, it's changed color. I now have the Brawl. Now if I click it, if I want to disenchant it, it only gives me 100 dust back. This is how Blizzard and the creators of Hearthstone stop you from abusing the system. If it gave me 400 back again, I could craft a card, get rid of it, craft a card, get rid of it, oh, I don't want to play any of these Warrior cards, get rid of those, and I'll build all the Paladin cards. Great, got all the Paladin cards. Oh, I don't want to play Paladin anymore. Get rid of all of those and make all the Mage cards. And the reason Blizzard don't want you to do that is because then you'd never ever really ever need to buy any more packs. Once you've earned maybe 15,000 dust or whatever it is to create a really expensive deck, you essentially never need to buy any card packs ever again. So because of that, Blizzard have this economy where 400 to create, but if you get rid of it, you get 100 back. Now, 9 times out of 10, unless you're really scrimping and scraving your dust, I only ever recommend, and certainly for free-to-play players or new players, I recommend never disenchant cards, only disenchant extra cards. If you do need to disenchant cards because you want extra ones, I recommend doing it to golden ones, because you do get a lot more dust for the golden ones, but they are obviously rarer, but they look pretty. So it's the thing system. You find out when you have extra cards, when you go to the crafting here, I don't have any extras at the moment, but you have a little thing that says disenchant extra cards. You click through that and it says, oh, you have all these extras. Do you wish to gain 40 dust? Do you wish to gain 100 dust through that? That I would recommend because you're not losing any cards. You're getting extra. Maybe you've got 3 Direhorn hatchlings or you've got 4 dynamatics. That just means because you can only use 2 per deck, having 3 is essentially pointless. There's no point in having 3. It's nothing. So you disenchant those, but don't disenchant these ones. Even if you're not sure if you're using it right now, especially for a new player, just it's a slower grind. Unless you're really close, you'll need like 2 cards to finish a deck. And you're like, do you know what? I don't play Druid. Oh, I've got a Druid Legendary, and I'm never going to play. I've got none of the other cards, but I've got this Druid Legendary. It'll give me 400 dust. Yeah, let's get rid of it so that I can craft those last few cards that I need. So I would do that under that circumstances, but for now, this is how you make cards. So you need to have a rough idea of what card you're looking for first. I mean, you can just click crafting and just skip through all of the classes and just go, look. I mean, you go to neutral, especially if you're a new player, like, oh God, look at all the cards I do not have. So so you can do that, and then you can click on it, and if it's one you don't have, now if you have one, like here, I need 2 brawls for this deck. So I click on Brawl, I need another one. So I'm going to create another one. Here, it still says create, minus 400, so it's going to go down to 4,060. There we go. Notice it won't let you create any more because you can only have 2 cards per deck. It won't let you create extras because it's like, no, that's a waste. You're just wasting your dust there. So and notice here, I've got a spare one there. That was my first copy. And this one here is my second copy. So there we go, and it says underneath ×2. Now, again, I can't craft anymore. I'll go back onto it, I can't craft anymore. It stops you wasting dust, spending it on things that you don't need. So there we go. So I've crafted the Brawl. If I go back to the deck, some of the other cards I need a Shield Slam. So again, let's go start thinking. I go onto my list. Let's put it up again. One of the ones near the top on the side here, it says Shield Slam 2. Oh, I think I've only got 1 of those. So let's go back to Hearthstone. Oh yeah, I've only got 1 Shield Slam. So I'm going to click it. Now, I don't even have to press the crafting section if I want to. I can go in even quicker. I could just right click on it and it comes up. Or if you're on tablets or phones, you just tap it and it'll come up. And look, there it is. Now, again, I've got 1 copy already. I don't want to get rid of it because I'm losing dust. Obviously, it's negative 300 dust doing it that way. So it's a really bad way to lose all your dust. But I do need another one. So I'm going to click create. There we go. And I've got 2. Again, can't create more than 2 because that'd be a waste. So there we go. So I've got those. Let's go and have what else I've got on my list. Oh, Reckless Flurries. Again, I don't think I've got any of those. As you see, it's a 3 mana card. There's 3 here on the left-hand side, and I want 2 of them. So let's go back to Hearthstone. Go across. I could just keep flicking across if I want. Oh, these are all 1 mana cards. Let's click. Now, I don't necessarily have to click the mana cost at the bottom, but if you know what card you're looking for, it helps. So click 3. Go back to Warrior. Yeah, I don't have it. See, I've got no Reckless Flurries there, so I'm going to have to click the crafting button. There are Reckless Flurry. Click on it. It's this weird colour because I don't have any of them, but if I craft 2, 1, 2, there we go. I now have 2 of them. So I've got 2 Reckless Flurries. Excellent. Right, go back to my odd list. I have the shield blocks. I've just crafted the Brawls, got the Direhorn, got the Dynamatic. Now, it says 2 Super Colliders here. This is where I'm going to intervene because I'm going to switch a Super Collider for a Darius Crowley. Mainly because, Super Collider is good, but I'm still not 100% sold on it. And I'm using my tiny little twist here. And I have a Darius Crowley, and I think that could potentially be quite good. But I need a Dr. Boom, a Mad Genius. Now, they are 1,600. Obviously, the rarer the card, the more expensive it's going to be. Okay, notice here for let's see if we can find a 3 mana. Oh god, for an Acolyte of Pain, they're only 40 to craft, and you only get 5 back. But they're commons. Crafting commons is fine if it's a specific one from an old set that you're not really going to open any packs for again. Like if you wanted a particular card from Ungoro, which was released over a year ago, then sure, go and craft it if you need it for your deck. But if it's from the new set or the last 2 sets, definitely don't craft it because you're possibly going to be buying packs for those, so don't do that. But disenchanting commons, really not worth it. Absolutely 100% not worth it. You get 5 dust. That's nothing. To craft a common, you'd need to disenchant 8 of them. No, it's not worth it. Do not craft it. Golden commons maybe because they give you 50 dust, and that's sort of maybe worth it. But regular commons, no. Rares, they take 100, but you give out 20. Unless you're mass disenchanting Rares, again, really not worth it. I mean, you need to be disenchanting like 20 of them to even begin to get something. But crafting them for 100 is not too bad. Again, a couple of hundred there to get them, not great. Epics, as you just saw, they were the 400 ones. So if we go back, where was I? I was on 2 mana, was I? I was on 3. Yeah, Blood Knight, so there you go. 400 to craft, so getting a little steep, especially if you can run 2 of them, so that's 2 sets getting really expensive. And if you want to craft a legendary, which I'm about to do, I'm about to craft the hero card, Dr. Boom Mad Genius, 1600 dust. Ouch. Especially if you only get 400 back. A lot of people have been moaning about the ratio of dust and something. It's generally quarters for epics and legendaries, and it's fifths, and then fifths for rares and eighths for commons. I mean, commons is not too bad. You can generally get your commons just through opening packs. You very rarely need to craft commons. But epics is the big one that people say, I get 100 back for 400. And normally, like a legendary, you can only run 1 anyway, so it's not terrible. And normally you only need 1 or 2, 3 legendaries in deck. Some decks you need, like, I mean, you look at this Odd Warrior deck, there's loads of epics in it. Loads of epic cards. That's very expensive. So people have been saying they think it should be reduced back to half. There does, like I explained earlier, there does need to be a discrepancy. Well, not discrepancy. There does need to be a... I can't think what the term is, but basically stop you from just reusing your dust over and over. Blizzard need to incentivize you getting packs, and that's fine. I understand that, especially because at the end of the day, they want you to buy packs. They want you to spend money. They are a business. That is what they are out to do. That is fine. I'm okay with that. But they could be slightly more generous. Either give out more dust in other ways, like in packs, or with your your daily rewards instead of just gold. The Taverns of Time thing we went through a while ago was really good. Gave you out gold and dust at the same time. It was so good. But I'll save that chat for another time when I've got a little bit more time to talk about that. Or the bigger one at the moment, which is make it half. So get 800 back for legendaries, get 200 back for epics, get 50 back for rares. Just so it makes it a little bit easier if you've got to disenchant things. So anyway, so I'm going to craft Dr. Boom Mad Genius. This actually, I don't know if you may have noticed, also is breaking my hiatus on not playing Warrior. Because for now, I have been sworn off Warrior. I got rid of Warrior stuff. I decided not to play them now. But I saw this deck the kid was playing, and I was like, I love this deck. I absolutely love it. Yeah, sure. The only card I'm missing is this extra Super Glider. I do have enough dust to craft it, but I'm still not 100% on it right now. Still not 100% on it. I think I'm going to run Darius Crowley instead, which I think is quite good. I was thinking, do I have Town Crier? I don't think I do. I think he's an epic as well. Yeah, Town Crier is an epic. I'm not going to do that. I've seen a combo that Zavitz was running, where he was running Darius and Town Crier. One Town Crier, because it adds either Darius or Ziliax to your hand. I'm going to do that. I could create another Collider by spending 400 dust, and I could add a Town. I could add a Town Crier. I could add them. I could create them both. But I've got 1200 dust. I want to save it. I think I'm going to try it like that. So this is Odd Warrior. There we go. So, yeah, I'm very interested in this deck. I like this deck. This is a very grindy deck. When I got it with, I got, in my opinion, a weaker version when you play Whizbang. And again, that's what you do. If that's what you want to do your collection, you go to your collection, you put in 4 in the neutral slot, Whizbang will pop up, and then you go and you do it. So if, say, for example, I'm going to just delete these Death Rattle Rogue decks because I don't like them. But if, say, for example, you go here, hit number 4, go to your neutrals, type in crafting, and you come across, in fact, this cat doesn't have a Whizbang, does it? So we should see him. We keep going across because work for Whizbang is right at the end. There he is. Now, I don't have enough dust because he's 1600 dust and I've only got 1260. So I click on him. I can't craft him. I don't have enough. I'd have to go and disenchant stuff. But that's how you find Whizbang and craft him if you have enough dust. How to get better dust and stuff, like I said, that's another thing for another time. I was going to delete one of the videos. I'll delete one of those. Oh, well. Odd Warrior. There we go. Let's give it a game. Now enters the second part of why I'm doing today's stream, and that is to test me streaming over Wi-Fi. I'm currently streaming over Wi-Fi. When I've moved into this room, I had real issues running my cable through, and I was using an Ethernet cable. It was fine, but it was a pain and stuff. And I want to see if I can justify keeping this in this room. Oh, Druid. If it's Malygos Druid, I'm just going to tank up forever. Should we keep the mind control tech in case it's... Yeah, I think we can get rid of the shield slam. I think we get rid of the hatchling. I think we keep the shield block and the mind control tech, just in case. Yeah. No, I don't think... If this is if this really is Malygos, we just want to... We actually never want to play Boom. So we'll see. But yeah, I want to see how this works. I'm going to go back and look at the video and see the quality of the stream. Go back on YouTube or something, look at the quality of the video and see if it works. Can I do it over Wi-Fi? It's not recommended, but apart from the small dip at the beginning, it seems to be holding steady, so we shall see. If it is Tog Waggle or anything like that, then I'm happy to shield block. I'm happy to eat into my deck. It doesn't matter. More Giggling Inventors. So, and again, Reckless Flurry, Booms. If it's any kind of control druid, be it Tog Waggle or Malygos, then basically these cards are useless. Just going to sit here and tank up forever. I think we play the Rover as well. Going to probably end up having to throw cards out of my hand. Oh, he's not going to Spreading Plague this. Could swipe it, but first about that. Swipe. Oh, Wrath. Wrath for 3 or Wrath for 1? Wrath for 1. Gonna draw cards. He's going to gain armor. You gain as much armor as you want. I think we're just going to go phase, play MC Tech, tank up. I'm just going to sit and tank up forever. I don't think I'm ever going to be playing the Boom. It's a shame. I just crafted a brand new hero card, and I don't think I'm ever going to play it. So, shame. Ooh, wow. I was not expecting. That I was not expecting. Oh, I can Dynamatic him. Wow, he's using an Auctioneer to go through his deck. That really is something. I think we just Dynamatic coin tank up. Wow. I think we just trade in here. Coin tank up. Again, if he's Tog Waggle, we might be able to manage it if we go through our deck. Not terribly quickly, but we'll see. Let's see if we can out-tank him. Play Direhorn. Just tank. Our goal is just to literally hit tank up every turn. Just gain as much armor as possible. Like, if he's Malygos, but I think with Auctioneer, that leads me to think he's Tog Waggle. Which is fine. Because then again, we just gain enough health that it doesn't matter. Again, the fact he's not drawing with those, which is interesting. That's fine. He's not even attacking. He's not even bothering. Again, I think we just giggles. Do we need to shield slam this? I don't think so. I think we're okay. Alright. Maybe we do need to shield slam it. Let's draw more cards. He's got 9 cards left in his deck. 6 cards left in his deck. Let's just shield slam it. Just because we can. Player up next giggles. Tank up. I'm assuming he's going to Togwaggle me, but I'm curious to know what he's going to do. That's why I'm holding on to the Omega Assembly, and I'll play Boom. I could be more proactive if it was Boom, if it was thing, but I'm pretty sure it is Togwaggle. I kind of need to live through the Togwaggle turns, because he's got 3 cards. 16. I kind of want to play Boom before that, because otherwise that's going to give him a lot of value. And I'm saving Elise after, I suppose. Because he's going to do it in a minute. The only problem I've got is that I'm holding on to 2 brawls. So when he Azalinas me, I've got so much removal for him. Which is why I probably should like equip a Super Collider beforehand as well. Like, I'm convinced it's not Malagos. Though I have seen a Moonfire, so that doesn't help. But we'll see. I think we'll Super Collider this. I'm gonna armor up. You can have a Reckless Flurry that he's never going to use. Ooh. Do we want a Ziliax? Ziliax. Or actually, we could... If we trade in here... One, 2, 3. Dynamatic. Go face. One to him. Almost out of cards. Is that Dream Battle Florist? Has he been waiting this whole time to play it? Oh, another Auctioneer. Iron Bar. Oh, he's going to kill it himself. I'm out of cards. I suppose he wants to play other things, doesn't he? Mm-hmm. He's about to do something that I don't know. He's got 3 cards left. Oh, I lost Azalina. Oh well. Should we just play Baku? We'll just play Baku in the Joey bot. Leave it at that. What are his last 3 cards that he's going to OTK me with? He must be doing something. Hey, how you doing, dude? Oh, Mecha Cthulhu. Should have known that. Yeah. There's not much I can do about that. That's fine. That's fine. This deck cannot beat Mecha Cthulhu. That's fine. Sorry if that came up. Hey, if you subbed. But no, don't worry about that. Oh, lost Mecha Cthulhu. Oh, well. Dude, you come on at the wrong times. I literally have to finish the stream now, I'm afraid. So, it seems that me armoring... I should have realised that it was Mecha Cthulhu a while ago, but... This deck can't put a lot of pressure on. You know, that kind of combo deck, there isn't really much we could have done about that. So, at the end of the day, there was no... I couldn't have interfered with his hand. Azalina, all those kinds of things wouldn't have made a difference. So, that's fine. It's like... You went online like 20 minutes ago. No, I'm not, I'm afraid. This is actually, as I said, the testing, which is in inverted commas, which is the hilarious part. I'm sorry. I know I've been a bit hit and miss recently, and this is actually one of the reasons why. It's because I'm actually streaming without an Ethernet cable, which is really not recommended. It's absolutely 100% not recommended at all to stream without an Ethernet cable, because over Wi-Fi can be so inconsistent. And I'm just checking to see how this is, and that's why I'm testing it like that, because to me it was a case of let's see if this works or not. Plus, someone asked, one of the other people, one of my other followers asked if I could give a brief lesson on how dusting and things work, because they said they didn't understand dust and how to craft things. So I said I'd do this. I thought, oh, this is perfect. I'll do a quick dust lesson on how to craft things. I wanted to craft this Odd Warrior deck, which you just saw me play. So I'm testing the internet connection, testing that Odd Warrior deck, which clearly loses to Mecha Cthulhu. And so basically, that's why I'm not on here for very long. I've got to go in a minute. So I'm sorry, I keep coming on. I keep coming on, and then you're seeing me, and then I've got to disappear straight away. I might be back later tonight. It depends. I need to go over this footage, because if it does, I should be able to stream a bit more consistently. If not, I've got to move my PC, and it's going to be a bit of a pain to get the Ethernet cable back. So I'll review the footage from this and then make a judgment call in a bit. So sorry, you only came on for a minute. I was planning, I've been on half an hour. I was planning to only be on 15-20 minutes. That game there lasted a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. So I'm sorry about that. Hopefully I'll be back soon, though. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully I'll be back real soon, and I'll review the footage of this, see how it goes, and I'll go from there. So thank you for visiting. If you do get a chance to go back to this, obviously I've got the YouTube channel or the Twitch VODs. Give me feedback on what you think of the quality of this versus my normal stream, to see if it makes a difference, see if me streaming over Wi-Fi has somehow slowed it down, made it jumpy, is the picture not as clear or something like that. Do let me know, because if this is okay, if this is good enough, it might make streaming a bit more easier in the future. So we'll have to see. So, all right, thanks very much. Thanks for the test run, and hopefully be streaming tonight. If not, I'll be streaming on Saturday.